Good morning on Wednesday, the 26th of July, exactly 1 week out from our trail run race, hence the non-cycling attire. However, if everything goes according to plan, you'll be seeing me in a cycling outfit tomorrow when I check in with you first thing. Because the plan is at this stage to do a nice solid endurance bike ride tomorrow. But anyway, update on the word count targets. In order to be able to hit 75,000 words for the month of July, I need only 1,400 words today. Or I'm calling it 1,400. I think it comes out at 1,497 or something like that. But anyway, I'm calling it 1,400 words that I need to hit for today. So that's part of my target. As I say, 9:30 at the moment. I'm in the gym between 11 and noon today, so getting a bit of a workout there as well. And aside from all of that, it's going to be pumping out as much content as I can. Yesterday, through to the court to try and get to find out Catalina's cause of death. The autopsy report is at the court. But thanks to data privacy laws, I haven't got privy to that. I'm not privy to her cause of death. So to be able to find that, to be able to submit her death certificate in South Africa, means going back to court on Friday with a lawyer. And the word that I got from the lawyer now just 5 minutes ago was that I must meet outside the court with the lawyer on Friday at 11 in the morning to set the process in motion. The lawyer did, however, inform me that there's a distinct possibility that just a lawyer may not be enough to be able to find out Catalina's cause of death. We might need to contract in a barrister to handle the case. I mean, Catalina's South Africa death certificate just needs 5 or 6 words on it as far as the cause of death. And now we're going through courts and lawyers and barristers. I mean, really, guys, is it necessary to put the next of kin through these type of ordeals? I mean, it's been dragging on 6 weeks already, and the way it's looking, it can easily last another 6 weeks or even longer. Come on, Spain. Give a guy a break. Anyway, I'll be checking in with you again during the course of the day as far as the word count targets are concerned. I know that I do have a Project 24 session later on today. I've got no idea right now what time that's going to be, but I'll be able to let you in on that a little bit later too. And then, just lastly, what do you think of this view that I've got going here behind me? Worthwhile or not? Anyway, chat to you later. Cheers. And hi there, just a really short update quickly. Just grab a sip of water. The time has just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Finished with gym. Wandered up to the jewelry shop up in town. I'd fully expected them not to be able to do anything with titanium. The guy there, he only does jewelry repairs in silver, nothing else. And so I asked him, with his much better Spanish than mine, to look up on the internet to see if he could find a jewelry workshop, maybe in Granada or somewhere else nearby, that works in titanium. So he did his Google search in Spanish, and surprise, surprise, what came back was the only people that he could find that did any work with titanium was motor vehicle panel beaters that do repairs to titanium components in sports cars. So that's where it seems to be at the moment. But I'll keep looking around, because I know that titanium jewelry is a thing, titanium jewelry is around. So there has to be somebody somewhere that makes titanium jewelry. That's the only thing that I can think of. But anyway, but getting back to the topic of today. Earlier on, I made an error. Must be my brain being a bit scrambled from the run. As far as what my word target for today is, I rounded it off to say 1,400. I said, but I think it's actually 1,485 words that I need to do, but I'm rounding it down to 1,400. Well, 1,400, I wasn't that far off anyway, because the actual exact word total target for today is 1,385, which is as close as anything to 1,400. So I'll keep with my 1,400 number, and that's my word target for today that I need to beat to be on track for my 75,000 words for the month. But as I said, it's just gone. It's going on for 1:15 now in the afternoon. So which means that for my bike ride tomorrow, my fueling for my bike ride tomorrow, I can probably smash in a couple more waters over the course of the next 2.5 hours before I need to start putting any sort of serious lunch together. So with that in mind, what I'll do is I'll smash in some water, get stuck into some content production, and who knows, maybe by the time I get to lunchtime today, my 1,400 words will be in the bank. But I think I may be wrong. I'll need to check in with you again. But I think there's a Project 24 this evening that's a content work hour. If it is, I'll use that content work hour to smash out another blog post. And then what? I beat today's target by 1,000, which isn't a bad thing at all. It will probably drop tomorrow's word count total down to about 1,200 words. But be that as it may, that's what I'm going to be doing. So between now and eating lunch, smash out some content, smash out some words, and then just after lunch, I'll check in with you again. And what I'll do then is let you know what today's Project 24 is all about. But between now and then, I need to get myself hydrated. Stay strong, pump out your content as well. Keep me up to date as far as how well you're progressing, and we'll speak soon. Hey, good evening to you. Time is now 7:45 in the evening, so it's sun is still hot, boiling out there, sweat still pouring down my face here in the south of Spain. Anyway, just an update. The word target that I mentioned to you, I said 1,400 words because it was about 1,385 or so. That was my target that I needed to hit. I'm on 2,164. That's plenty enough to hit the target, to be able to wrap up the filming of the daily vlog. I've got Project 24's content work hour at 8:30 this evening, so I'll see how much I can add to that total. But what I think I'll do is get this video wrapped, and so that it can edit and render during the course of that Project 24 work hour, and hopefully I can get the video out to you nice and early this evening, or at least before midnight, so that I can get a good night's rest and a bike ride tomorrow to make up for the 2 run days that I've had these last couple of days. Because yes, I need to get out on a super stonking good bike ride tomorrow, because with everything that's happened with the court situation, Catalina trying to find out what the cause of death was and everything like that, it's starting to wear me down a bit. And I can't let that get the better of me. So with that in mind, I'm going to definitely need to get out on a bike ride tomorrow and see if by smashing out a bike ride I can at least elevate my mood and motivation levels a bit. But anyway, mood and motivation levels notwithstanding, 2,164 words of content, so at least I'm still on track as far as that's concerned. I was trying to think of something profound that I could give you as something to think about for today's video. But beyond the situation of sit down in front of the computer, put your fingers on the keyboard and start typing. If anybody asks me, how do you manage to get the equivalent of at least one blog post written every single day? The most important factor that I would say to take into account as far as that's concerned is the easiest way to get a blog post finished is to sit down at the keyboard and start typing. If you don't start typing, the blog post will never get finished. There's a friend of mine that used to struggle to be able to complete a blog post in a week. The other day she messaged me to say she was able to sit down one morning, start writing and finish a blog post within a day, something that was completely unheard of for her 6 months ago. So even if you're not at the stage yet where you can start and finish a blog post every single day, what you should do every day is sit down at your computer, in front of your keyboard, and start writing. Maybe it'll take you 2 days to get through a blog post. But every single day, sit down at your computer and start writing. The more you write, the easier it starts becoming to get into a writing flow. That's my take for today. Have yourself a superb evening. Have yourself a superb Wednesday. By this time you see this, it'll probably be Thursday. Have yourself a superb Thursday. Smash your content, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.